Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Time. My topic today is on the nested select statement in SQL. For using a good methodology when it comes to nesting helps me avoid the frustrations of a screen full of unruly code. Thus, in my mind, I always picture nesting much like those little decorative novelty dolls. The Russian name for them is the matryoshka, which is a doll that contains another doll within another, like a regression of dolls till you get to the nucleus. So in this example, I have tables that are nested with 4 different tables that will culminate into one final table.
So let me open up my desktop here, and here I'm going to open up SQL Server Management, and here I'm going to fire it up. Here's my authentication stuff. So now here I'm in my databases, and I'm going to go to Microsoft's already established Northwind database, and I click tables, open up my tables, and I'm going to select the 4 from here. The first one is going to be I want the customers table. So from here I want the customer's name, which in this case is the second column. It says the company's name, and the next table is the orders details table, and from there I want the price, or in this case is third column. The third column is the unit price. The next table is the orders table, and from the orders table I want to know what the date that the product was ordered on and it was shipped, and those are in the 4th and 5th columns there. It says order dates and required orders date, and the 6th column says ship date. And the last table I need is from the products table, which is the 2nd column that says the product name. So now that I know that the tables that I need, I just clicked on the new query wizard, the new query maker up top, up at your upper right hand corner of the screen, and I have some preset examples that I'm going to be using to bring back the types of tables, the nested tables that I want. Now what I've just done was I've just inserted a select statement, and as you can see, well, the select statement is the meat and potatoes of SQL. In this case, real quick, this is a select statement belongs to what's called the DML. You have 2 types of pretty much divisions of SQL Server. It's DML and DDL. The DML is the data manipulation language, which consists of keywords such as select, insert, and delete. The DDL is pretty much for a hierarchy. It's for the database commands, sort of like if I wanted to create a database or drop a database or alter a table of the database. So SQL Server keeps those things kind of separated, divided by the depending on where you're at in the if you're either trying to touch records or touch a database. Now you can also note that I have used the select distinct, and what that means is that it will pretty much the distinct command will bring back only unique records from that column. And as you see, I'm getting the records, the data from the products table, and I have it set as prod1, prod1, and that right there is going to be my virtual table, which brings back data for me to manipulate. So as you see, when I hit the F5 key, I'm going to run this command, and it brings back on the bottom of the screen the product ID and the product name. So yes, indeed it works, and I can move on. But before I do, I'm going to comment the code out by using the /*, and then that way I can continue to test my other little code modules, and I can constantly visually see the progress that I'm making. And I'm going to space this code down, and I'm going to insert the customers table, and as you can see, I'm getting the company's name, and I need the customer ID. That customer ID is going to be one of the key ways that I connect one table to another that have similar properties, and that way I could have reference to any other table that has a customer ID and pull back that value. And as you can see, I have this particular virtual table for me set as CUST1 cust1. And when I run this query, it brings back my company name and my customer ID. So let me comment this one out. I'm going to make some space for the next select statement, which is for the orders table. As you see, I'm selecting the order ID, customer ID, which those two I'll be able to make references to other tables with, and I need the order date and ship date. And I'm calling this alias table, this my little virtual alias table, as ORD1. Now you notice I also have a where clause at the bottom here. In this case, I'm just doing a little example of showing you for customer ID, I don't want this particular customer ALFKI, just as an example. And when I run it, I have order ID, customer ID, order date, and ship date. Perfect. Now I'll move on to the next phase, which is going to be the final and fourth select statement. Make some space here.